Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of our Back to School Month, our 30 favorite albums from our high school years. The last 4 years we were in school before we graduated, went off to college or university or military or got married or whatever you did afterwards. We're talking about the years, your last 4 years of school for here in the States. That's 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. For me, it was age 14 through 18, so my high school years were 1980 to 1984. I apologize if I'm a little somber here this morning. I just found out that a longtime close friend has been diagnosed with cancer. It looks like he's going to be okay, but man, it rattles you to the bone, man, when you hear that sort of thing. You hear that word, right? So, this particular album was I actually bought in 1976. And it came out in 1975. 76 is when I really first got into this band. I was only 10 years old. September 10th, 1975 is when it came out on the Casablanca Records, produced by Eddie Kramer. The fourth release from this band, their first live album. Got to have at least one Kiss album on my list here, because of course I still was listening to Kiss into my high school years. It waned a bit. It did wane a bit. I still was buying their stuff, but Kiss had much, much more of an impact for me the 4 years prior. But this album has always been a perennial favorite, and this was, I think, when I finally started to listen to a lot of other bands and was kind of leaving Kiss behind a little bit. This was my go-to album then, and it still is my go-to Kiss album now. This will always be my favorite Kiss album. And it's the second one I bought. Of course, Destroyer was the first one I bought with my own money. But then this is the first one I heard, and this was the second one I bought. And to me, this is like the ultimate. I've said this before. I'll say it again. This is the ultimate greatest hits live album. And a lot of live albums from this time period kind of serve that purpose, right? See, back then, yeah, there were greatest hits sets, the best of sets throughout the 70s and into the 80s. But, for the most part, a lot of these classic rock bands, they would release a live album. That would be their greatest hits album. Here are all of our best songs on stage, the way they were meant to be played. And that's what this is. I mean, all these versions of these songs, to me, the definitive versions of them, they're great on the studio. The studio versions are great too, but here is where they really came to life. So for me, whenever I think of Do Strutter, Got to Choose, Hotter Than Hell, Firehouse, Nothing to Lose, Come On and Love Me, Parasite, She, all right, which makes up side 1 and side 2, these are all the best versions. Side 3 and 4, the original vinyl, same thing. Watching You. I love Watching You. One of my favorite Kiss songs ever. Great. 100,000 Years. With all the back and forth banter between Paul and the audience. Black Diamond. Great on here. Rock Bottom. Cold Gin. Rock and Roll All Night. The single that did so well was from this album. And then Let Me Go Rock and Roll. It's just, the performances are spectacular. The whole packaging was great. Everything about it just absolutely amazing. And I still listen to this fairly often. I know we have our Kiss haters out there, so for those of you watching, instead of just whatever, you don't like Kiss, that's fine. A lot of us do. This is the glory years, and this album for me, this live album for me, I'll be playing till I'm no longer on this earth. It's just the way it is, right? Sometimes it's one of the first hard rock records I ever owned. Right, because Kiss is the first hard rock band really that I got into, and sometimes those ones just stay with you. And during my high school years, those 4 years, I took some shit for being a Kiss fan, except for other Kiss fans. But most people kind of looked at, Kiss, they were a joke. The guys with the makeup and all the silly costumes and the lunch boxes and the terrible movie and all blah, 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 blah. Most people, by the time 1980, 81, 82, 83, 84 rolled around, they were already onto other things, as was I, but I still had a soft spot for them, and I still, listened to their music, not as much as I did, though, prior to that, because, man, prior to that, it was mostly Kiss with a handful of other bands. But, by the time 80 rolled around, I'm getting into Sabbath and Purple and Zeppelin, and then shortly thereafter Priest and Maiden and Scorpions and Rainbow and all the usual suspects. And Kiss was just another band that I liked, as opposed to the band that I liked. But I still played this to death during my high school years. This album just never gets old. So I wanted to include it, had to include it here. So that is my pick for today, 22. Let us know your pick for today. And also visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell. Again, we talked about it on my live Q&A show last night. It's amazing how many people come here each and every day, and they're not subscribed. All right? People just maybe bookmark us somewhere and come visit. We could use the subscribers, right? We have a lot, but we could use more. I'm trying to get to 100,000, and it's important. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. But it's the subscriptions, it's the likes on the videos, and it's the comments. That's what drives the YouTube algorithm. So, you look at some of these other channels that have, 200,000, a million subscribers, they have 3,000 comments on each video, they have 2,000 likes. I mean, that's the reason why so many more people watch their videos, because YouTube pushes those channels that have all of that stuff. So the more you guys do things like clicking the like button and commenting, even if it's just to say, hey, what's up, Pete? Cool video. I like Kiss. I don't like Kiss. Whatever. Comments are comments. They all help. And if you're a regular watcher, why not subscribe? Right? It helps us out greatly. Right? You don't have to do anything for it. It's just a subscription. Like I said, I see tons of people who you look on the list of channels that they subscribe to. It's hundreds. Do you think they watch all of them? Nah. But they're just like, you're just clicking a button. It's really all. Nobody's going to come asking you for anything like that. So, but it does help us. So, So that's it for today. Hope to see you all at the Chance in Poughkeepsie, New York, in just a week and a half, October 1st. We've got Sonus Umbra, Epic Tantrum, Pat Travers Band, Vanilla Fudge, Nectar, Andy Powell from Wishbone Ash, Chris Caffrey from Sabotage and TSO, Martin Popoff will be in the house, the Hudson Valley Squares will be in the house, In the Prague Seat will be in the house, Monsters Den folks will be in the house, Bryce from Bryce Talks Metal will be in the house. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it, and we hope to see you all there, and I'll be there as well. So in case you want to come say hi to me. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning for day 23 of our look at our favorite albums of our high school years, our 30 favorite albums. So stay tuned tomorrow for another one. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Take care. Bye-bye.